Mr. President, thank you very much for agreeing to our interview here. I would like to start by asking you, what is your understanding of the theme of this year's annual meeting, which is the new global context? Very big topic, but...
Absolutely. Well, there are a lot of questions in the ground, basically, again, related with the economic performance of the globe. It looks like there are not too many good news. Europe is even today debating if they are in the middle of a triple recession. China, of course, has a very important, the most important economic growth in the world, but lower than before. That is the new normal of China. Latin America, in particular Brazil, for instance, the largest economy in the region, is in a real recession. So the big question is, how can we foster the economic growth? I think it's exactly the question, the rumors in the eyes and in the rooms here in Davos.
You mentioned the low oil price. For some countries, this might be good news, but in general, this is creating some kind of a... I see some controversial point of view. Some people are saying this is good, but for oil exporting countries, definitely, maybe this is not a good thing. And for the global economy, what will be the impact? And for Mexico, which is a country that's producing oil? Well,
starting with that, it's going to be a painful moment for my country, unfortunately, because not to the economy as a whole, because fortunately we reduce our dependence in terms of export from oil, but the government does depend. So probably 30% of the total revenues of the government are coming from oil. This adjustment will imply a real reduction of the revenues and income for the government. So the government either increase the deficit, which I don't recommend by any means, or reduce the expenditures, and that's going to be painful and difficult, but it is completely needed. Talking about the real economy, the global economy, even the real Mexican economy, those prices could imply a new boost for the economy. It's going to be cheaper energy will be definitely a factor to increase our hopes in a better performance for the economy.
Is this an opportunity for the new energy market?
Completely, completely. The new climate economy, which is the thesis we are proposing, is that it is a time to switch towards a new climate economy in which we can get economic growth and at the same time we can tackle climate change. With these low prices in energy, for instance, it's exactly the time to phase out fossil fuels. We cannot pay for polluting. And all those subsidies in gasoline, for instance, it's time to erase them. It is time to think about some mechanism on carbon tax or pricing carbon or cap and trade. But the point is the market and consumers and producers need to know that consumption of carbon or coal or petrol is expensive or should be more expensive than other sources. That it's time to establish that kind of rules.